Okay, so in this video we're going to have a look at the point of kinetic singularity contact that the civilians experienced. Probably their most frightening moment in the Vegas aliens backyard incident file. So here they are preparing themselves to enter they're in their immediate rear yard, and then they're entering the industrial section of the rear yard here. I'll just highlight here the two X-ray operators, the most kinetically materialized of the lot. One is ducked down behind the engine bay of the forklift. We could just see his two googly white eyes sticking up, or, you know, when I say eyes, I'm using those as reference points. Here's a GIF loop, different style of image, different style of lensing. It did on Tango 1. This is at the moment that he lays his charge against his parry against the civilians. Anyway, it's an interesting look. Okay, now back to the video. Also got Tango 2 here. Now he's the one that's up inside the forklift. They describe one as being inside the forklift. That's Tango 2 right here. And he again has some googly white eyes, if that's what we're going to call them, and a sort of an undistinct insect type body. I don't know. The observer can decide what they make of it. There's a close-up lensed image, Grail lensed image of Tango 2's face, like his two lit up eyes on top, and then his face, or he maybe has a face down under there, but his mouth seems to come agape before then again closing, possibly indicating his unhappiness with the situation, or his disgust with how ugly the human beings appear to him. Okay, and we're going to keep our eyes trained on, we're going to remain observant of Tango 1's position here, because it is he that charges the civilians upon their approach. So again, it's like right in between the father and Angel and the Red Hat's head. That's that target area where X-ray Tango 1 charges at them. So I'll revamp it here so we can see a little easier. Now, an incredibly fascinating observation that the astute observer will note is that when dissecting the taxonomy of any of these kinetic and or shape-shifting X-rays, it becomes notable in the interpretation thereof, which is, I believe, subjective to and relative to the individual. You will note that certain components or body parts, in this case the eyes, the so-called eyes of this X-ray operator, are actually smaller versions of its larger self. It's back to the old snakes coming out of their goddamn eyes. Like, if you look at the two eyes, they actually can be interpreted as snakes, or smaller creatures protruding from where the eyes would be. Now this is part, I believe, of the overall richness of data that is presented, that one can interpret such things. I'll just leave this with the audience for now. It just gets so complicated and deep to explain, but I'm just going to see whether anyone picks up on this. So, there you go.